Oh. We are now going over the Indo Bridge. This has a 50-foot drop to the bottom, so if you're afraid of heights, just close your eyes like our driver does. And on the right-hand side, we are passing by the new orangutan habitat, which recently opened to the public a few months ago. This is a center where you can get at eye level with these amazing apes. Now, unfortunately, today all of these species of orangutan are listed as critically endangered due to the development of palm oil plantations. For those of you who don't know, palm oil is used in everything from packaged bread to lipstick. So please ensure that you are purchasing sustainably sourced palm oil products if you would like to help save some of these beautiful species from extinction in the wild. Coming up on our right hand side are the Maasai giraffes here with Kiko, Mastari, Amani, and Matumani. Up on the front we always have Kiko. And Kiko is just at the back of the habitat. Kiko's mate and his two children, Amani and Matumani, are in the far right hand corner of the habitat with their mother, Mastari. Matumani is the newest addition to the giraffe family as he was born last year after a 15-month-long pregnancy. Kiko is the father of Matumani and Amani. Now, a 15-month-long pregnancy means that Mastari was pregnant for more than 1 year before she gave birth to her lovely child. He also made a mental look with the world's big 6-foot drop to the ground. On the left-hand side of the Mighty Rouge National Urban Park, this is the largest urban park in North America, and it is 13 times the size of New York's Central Park at 47 square kilometers. Which one is takes part in many conservation programs along the Rouge Valley, like the Landing Turtle Range National Program, where the zoo takes out non-viable nests and brings them here at the zoo for the first 2 years of their lives before reintroducing them back into the wild. On the right-hand side, we are passing by the Serengeti Bush Camp. The registration will open closer to the summer season. And now we are making this turn to an animal that I would never ever play any type of competitive game like that Gabby. And that is because these guys are the ultimate cheetahs. Here in our Caribbean Toronto Zoo, we have 7 cheetahs, but viewable from their habitat is only 1 cheetah at a time. We have either the grandmother Whitney, who is 9 years old, or one of her children, or Amara, a 5-year-old cheetah. With one of her cubs who were born last year after a 92-day pregnancy. Amara gave birth to a litter of 3 cubs, and their names are Sweet, Brilliant, and Marie. Now, because they are over 1.5 years old, they are old enough to be separated from their mothers. That is why you will only see 1 cheetah in the habitat at a time. Fun fact about cheetahs is that they are the fastest land animal, running at speeds topping 130 kilometers an hour. They can actually hold these speeds for a short period of time before needing a break or a catnap. Now, if you would like to see some animals failure to Canada, get off at this stop. We are coming up to the Canadian Domain stop, where you can see the grizzly bear shentai, the bald eagle, wood bison, and everyone's favorite, the raccoon. If you would like to get off here, you can exit on the right-hand side, and the right-hand side only. Thank you.
Daisy Bravo 2, Center here.
Now we are bringing you early to the I guarantee you this will be the fastest trip we'll take from Canada to Africa. We have that will be office that are here, but unfortunately, the 18 and one that the office are currently on Google Hunter Protected Habitat. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Indian Zoo, which is also known as the bird flu, is a virus that causes illness and sometimes death in both birds and animals. So it is important that you're running this and also caution everyone today. Now, although the options are not in the habitat, we do have a special guest. His name is Opie the zebra, and he is staying in that far right habitat where the usually are. He's not invisible right now, but hopefully later today he will be. Now, a very fun fact about zebras is that they can sleep standing up, and their stripes are actually unique to every zebra. And they are basically like their own version of their. Another fun fact about them is that they can run at full speed, only just an hour after their birth. Now we are coming to Africa, South Asia, most amount of animals, the least amount of walking. We have the lions, hyenas, cheetahs, giraffes, gorillas, baboons, zebras, watusi, and so much more. If you would like to see some of the animals listed, you can get off here on the right-hand side, and the right-hand side only. Thank you. So just to remind yourself, for Zoomobile, there's no eating, drinking, sitting, or smoking, and please keep all arms light set at all times. Thank you. So now coming up on our right-hand side, we're run by the paddle of a coolie watusi, and what you see is what you get. We have Maggie, Mark, and Ralph. They are just sitting all the way on the far right-hand side. Now you can see that Maggie and Marge's horns are a lot larger than Ralph's horns, and that is because Ralph is just a baby. He recently joined your Toronto Zoo, and it looks like he is fitting in just well. Now, a fun fact about them is that their horns are constantly growing throughout their entire life, and they can actually go to over 8 feet long in length, and that is each. Now, the watusi's horns are partially hollow with a honeycomb structure and a blood vessel to keep them cool on hot days. To really act like their own personal air conditioning unit. How cool is that? Now, if you look on over to the trees on the right-hand side, you might be able to see some blue barrels inside the old monorail station. And inside these blue barrels, we have browse, which are leaves, twigs, and flowers cut fresh in the barrels to be used as enrichment for the animals in our care. On the right-hand side, we are passing by the Tiger Energy zip line. This is a two-person seated zip line that takes you to the top of the polar bear crossing and flies you down our amazing tundra trek and polar bear habitat. It is open on weekends. Now, coming up ahead on our right-hand side, we have Luca the jaguar. Luca recently turned 19 years old, making him the ultimate geriatric feline. So due to his old age, it is pretty hard to see him because he is very picky of when he likes to come out, but rightfully so. Fun fact about jaguars that they have the most powerful jaw and bite in the cat kingdom. And if you look on over to the right-hand side to the pink flamingos, you can see some of them are just taking their morning naps. A fun fact about flamingos is that they are not naturally pink, and they actually get their color from the food they eat. So this is from algae and shellfish that we consume, which contains a pigment called carotenoid, which is also found in carrots. On the right-hand side, we are passing by the caribou. These guys are also known as reindeers. A fun fact about them is that the females will shed their antlers in the spring season, while the males shed them in the winter season. And of course, these Santa reindeers were all female. And now we are entering the operations complex. This building we are passing is the main service area. More than 250 employees to keep the zoo operating on a daily basis. Now with over 3,000 animals out here, we distribute over 400 tons of beef to residents every year, leaving meals grocery bill approximately $1.5 million a year. Now with all this food being consumed by the animals in Ontario, we import a lot of animal food. This is around 4,000 tons of animal food every year to get turned into renewable energy through a biogas facility nearby that takes the methane from food and turns it into electricity. Find out more you can visit TorontoZoo.com. And on the right-hand side, through the green fence, you might catch a glimpse of the polar bears in our care. We have Hudson, and Aurora. Polar bears are actually the only bear species to be labeled as marine mammals, and that is because they depend on the Arctic Ocean and Arctic ice for their food and habitat. They also have jet black skin underneath their white fur, and their fur only appears white because it reflects visible light. It's actually all translucent fur. If you'd like to exit here, you can exit on the right and the back aboard the Zoomobile. Just a reminder, there is no eating, drinking, standing, or smoking on board. Please keep all arms wide together at all times. Thank you. Now coming up on our left-hand side, this is passing by the Wildlife Health Center. This facility is the first of its kind in Canada as it further enhances your as we start excellence in high-quality animal care through reproductive sciences, physical physiology, and conservation and wildlife research. And trials unit leader in reproductive research and research reduction of many wildlife species. The labs are also home to the biobank, which is a series of liquid nitrogen tanks that has genetic material of over 50 endangered species. This is to increase our genetic diversity. To find out more, you can visit World.com, World Wildlife Center today. Coming up ahead on our right-hand side are the lion-tailed macaques. We have Duna and Gunter. Lion-tailed macaques are native to the western Ghats Mountains in southwestern India, but unfortunately they are endangered in conservation status, with less than 2,500 left in the wild, and this is due to the destruction of their habitat caused by timber and agriculture development. And now coming up on our left-hand side, we are coming up to Cedric the wattled crane. Cedric is a fan favorite and he loves the Zoomobile, so let's all wave hi to Cedric. It looks like he's just gone on his rock to say hi to us. And it looks like he is posing for us. Wattled cranes get their names from the flaps of skin, also known as wattles, underneath their chins. And depending on the crane's mood, these wattles will either shrink or become elongated in size. So if you take a look under Cedric's chin over there, you can see those flaps of skin, which were called wattles. So now we are coming up to the Eurasia drive-thru, and here we will be entering the habitat of 3 animals in our care. So please absolutely remember there is no eating, drinking, standing, or smoking allowed on board. And please keep all arms and license at all times. If you happen to drop anything off of the Zoomobile, simply inform your commentator or driver, and we will retrieve your item. For the safety of everyone on board, please do not attempt to get off of the moving Zoomobile, and please do not attempt to touch any of the animals inside the drive-thru. We are going over some cattle grades at the moment. And on the left-hand side along the fence, you can see the Himalayan domesticated yaks. A very fun fact about the yaks is that they are all female in the drive-thru, and they produce a pink-colored milk. This is due to the high concentration of protein in their bodies, but I promise you, this milk does not taste like strawberry milk, and if you tried their milk, I think you might just yak. The yaks are also known as the beasts of burden because they can carry up to 300 pounds on their back. They can also withstand temperatures of up to negative 40 degrees Celsius. If you were wondering, humans can freeze in this temperature in at least 6 minutes. You can also see the Mongolian horses on the left-hand side. A fun fact about them is that these horses are listed as extinct in the wild by the 1960s. So thanks to captive breeding programs like the ones here at your Toronto Zoo, we have recently reintroduced a new herd into the Gobi Desert, and today they are no longer extinct to conservation status. And there's over 3,000 horses in the wild today. These horses horses are also the only true wild horse left in the wild, as other horses have been domesticated or tamed by humans at some point in time. Now if you look on over If you look on over to the right-hand side, you can see some of the West Caucasian Terns. It looks like they're all just enjoying it in their morning breakfast. We have 4 handsome males in the drive-thru. A fun fact about the Terns is that the most dominant male has the largest horns. And with that, we are now exiting the Eurasia drive-thru, so we will be going over those cattle grades once again. That may be a bit of a bumpy ride. And now we are coming up to the Eurasia Wild Stock, where you can see the Bactrian camels, Amber tigers, snow leopards, mouflon, West Caucasian Ter, red pandas, and more. If you would like to get off here, you can exit on the right-hand side and the right-hand side only. The Zoomobile comes to a complete and full stop. Our next stop is main entrance. And now coming up on our left-hand side is Sterling the miniature donkey, as well as his 2 alpaca buskies, Reggie and Gerald. It looks like everyone's just enjoying a little snack right now. Now coming up on our left-hand side is the special events time, where you can host private events like birthday parties and corporate events. Find out more, you can visit TorontoZoo.com. And on the right-hand side to the trees, we have the habitat for the Amur tigers marked here. We have the Silly and Maisie. They are the largest of the tiger subspecies. Now, for those who may not recognize the name Amur tiger, that may be because they are commonly referred to as the Siberian tiger, but to reflect their modern-day conservation status, since their population is so now reduced that only a small amount of them reside next to the Amur in Russia. They've been renamed as the Amur tigers to bring awareness to their current declining population in the wild, as unfortunately there are less than 500 Amur tigers left in the wild today, and this is due to poaching and destruction of their habitat. Find out what you can do to help save them in the wild from extinction. You can visit TheTorontoZoo.com or the world's leading conservation organization, which is the World Wildlife Fund. If you have some more time on your hands and would like to do some further research, you can also visit the Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change, which is the United Nations body concerning climate change in the world. We are now inside the core woods. This part of the service kept as natural as possible, so when trees fall over there, let them naturally decay. That way the nutrients are absorbed back into the forest itself. This creates some great habitats for these small animals like skunks, rabbits, raccoons, and so much more. In the summertime, when the trees and leaves are fully grown, it creates a canopy over top the road, making the tiny breeze cooler in this part too. So be sure to visit us again in the hot summer heat so you can enjoy a nice natural air conditioning breeze while moving toward the animals out there. And many of other full conservation status in the wild. On the right-hand side, we're passing by the back of the Sumatra tiger habitat. These guys are the smallest of the tiger subspecies. We have Kamala and Hari, and you can visit them on both sides of the Oklahoma boardwalk. Now, with that being said, we're coming to an end of our video tour. Thank you all for finding this video today here at your Toronto Zoo, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Please remember to exit on your left-hand side and your left-hand side only. Here at the Toronto Zoo, our mission is to connect people, animals, conservation science to help fight extinction. But extinction is the most serious and irreversible impact humans have on the planet. So please do what you can to help save some of these beautiful species from extinction in the wild. I was your commentator, Nora, and your wonderful journalist, people, and have a great rest of your day.